After leaving a trail of chaos in his wake, Hutch Mansell is trying to live quietly again. He's returned to a calm routine in the suburbs with his wife, Becca, and their 2 children, Blake and Abby. The house is cleaner, the laughter more frequent, and Becca's real estate business is finally flourishing. Yet Hutch remains restless. His eyes are always scanning the street. At night, he lies awake, hand resting just under the mattress, fingers brushing against the cold steel of a hidden pistol. His instincts are still sharp, even if he pretends otherwise. One morning, Hutch notices something odd. A black sedan idling near the school as he walks Blake in. He stares. No license plate. Tinted windows. It drives away slowly when he approaches. That night, unable to shake the feeling, he checks his home security footage. The same sedan drove by twice last week. Things escalate quickly. Around 2 a.m., the alarm blares. Hutch springs from bed and grabs his gun. A masked intruder has broken in through the garage. Within seconds, Hutch has subdued him in a blur of movement. But before the man dies, he chokes out 4 chilling words, "It wasn't for you." This rattles Hutch more than he cares to admit. He searches the body and finds a symbol tattooed on the attacker's wrist, a raven clutching a dagger. Hutch returns to a long-locked basement safe and pulls out an old burner phone and a faded photo, his wife, years younger, standing next to a man in a tactical uniform, his arm around her shoulders. The next morning, as the kids leave for school, Hutch confronts Becca. Calm but cold, he places the photo on the kitchen counter. "Who is he?" she asks. Becca stares at the photo for a moment before answering quietly, "Viktor Sokolov." Hutch listens as she reveals a truth she had buried even deeper than he had buried his own. Becca was once part of an elite covert unit called the Raven Syndicate. She was a handler, an infiltrator, trained in psychological operations and wet work. Victor was her superior and her protector until she betrayed the syndicate and vanished. "They don't forgive betrayal," she says. And they never forget. Realizing that the intruder wasn't sent for him, but for her, Hutch's protective instincts ignite. He contacts David, a former Black Ops ally, who informs him that the Raven Syndicate was believed to have gone dark, but in reality, they've evolved into a transnational mercenary network. Their new leader is Irina Volkova, Victor's daughter, and she's taken her father's death personally. "You and your wife just woke a sleeping beast," David warns. With no time to lose, Hutch and Becca prepare. They open a weapons cache under the garage floor and gear up. Becca moves with lethal efficiency, assembling a rifle, checking corners. Hutch watches her, impressed and disturbed by how natural it all looks on her. A message arrives via encrypted text. "Meet at 0400. Come alone. Becca only." But Hutch doesn't do alone. They arrive at the drop site, an abandoned Eastern Orthodox church on the edge of town. It's a trap, of course. Dozens of armed men and women wait inside. Irina steps forward, elegant and deadly. "You took my father," she says coldly to Becca. "Now I take everything." Before the first bullet flies, Hutch tosses a flash grenade. Chaos erupts. The church becomes a battleground. Becca and Hutch move like a unit forged in fire, watching each other's backs, eliminating threats with silent nods and shared glances. Becca comes face to face with Irina, who draws a knife. Their fight is brutal, personal. Becca finally disarms her, standing over her with the blade. "You don't get to inherit his hate," Becca whispers, and walks away. They leave the burning
Hutch
church
and Becca
behind
are
them,
not just
having
partners.
dismantled the
They're a
last
force of
remnants
nature.
of the
Their
syndicate.
movements as precise and
At
powerful as a
Sunrise,
well-oiled
bruised and
machine.
bloodied, they return home. Abby and Blake are still asleep. Becca wipes blood from her hands before pouring coffee. Hutch sits beside her, both of them exhausted but alive. Next time, Hutch says, sipping his mug, "You tell me about your assassin past before the bodies hit the floor." Becca smirks. "Deal. But only if you agree not to hide pistols under every room in the house." They laugh quietly, then fall silent
In the
as
shadows of
meeting
a forgotten
across the
world,
table, not
the
as
Raven
husband
Syndicate
and
was
wife,
born.
but as warriors.
Their code was
Survivors. The danger is gone, but the ghosts of who they were, and who they still might become, linger in the shadows.